Here we go. Let's see what we got here. So differential with a
Original Heritage, so this has got a Heritage grille.
Really
and,
nice.
And I added the 3 colors.
So I'm here with my lifelong friend, Richard. We've been motorcycling together for what, 45 years?
Something like that.
And this is a gentleman who saved my ass in the bush. You can watch that video another time if you want. It's on the channel. But today we're here just talking about our 2 different trucks. Not who's better, not who's worse, not who's whatever, but just some of the differences and the costs involved in owning these things. And the first thing that comes to mind is the overall price of this, eh? Like a brand new one's what?
Well, with I pretty much got every option. So with all the options, extra warranty here and there, it's over 100,000 out the door. Let's start at the top. I guess I got the Toyota roof rack.
That's really nice, eh? That fits perfect to the truck. I really noticed.
I've got a kayak, so because it's a 5-foot bed, it won't fit in the back. So I wanted it for the to be able to transport my kayak. But
oh right, and maybe you can get one of those roof racks that kind of pull it down, because I can't lift the kayak up there anymore.
So unfortunately, this is halfway. I've got these.
Oh, more molding.
Just some molding. So it comes with is a power tailgate, which is pretty cool. That sort of sold me on it. And then I also got the tonneau cover. So
yeah, show them how this tonneau cover, because I have a tonneau cover, and I'll show you how that works in a minute too. And it's nice to have the aftermarket and have it put on. I bought the truck used with it. That's important. We'll talk about this in a bit. But look how easy this is compared to mine.
So if somebody's caught in the back, this is these here, so same idea.
Police officer.
So you pull on this, and either side, you can pull on it. There's a pull on either side, and you just pull on that and just keep on tilting.
See, that's so nice, because mine is, well, I'm going to show it to you right now.
Is it unlocked with your door locks?
No.
It's a separate.
This is all.
Yeah.
So this is what we got to do on this truck. Unlock it, open it up, which is all fine. I don't mind a manual opening, but now I've got this side to open. And I got this side to open. That gets me this piece. Now I got these to deal with, because it's got to fold down on there. So I got to do that one. And I got to undo this one. Then I got to come over to this side and undo this one. At the same time, I got to make sure this is flat. Now I can fold this over. And that's the extent of mine. It doesn't, if I unhook these, the whole thing's disconnected from the bed. I might as well pick it up and take it off. I can't lift it up now, to my knowledge, no. So nowhere near as nice as the changes they've made for the new TRD Pro.
And then it locks up, and then you've got these bars that come up, and these bars lock it in.
Oh,
so there's one on each.
I've never seen that.
There's one on each.
You showed me that before.
So it's at the front end. Yeah.
Pull out at the front?
Yeah, pull out, and then it snaps in there.
And I believe that a lot of that's on the off-road version and on the lower versions
it's
too.
It's just a Toyota though. It's a Toyota tonneau cover. That's all. It's not that it's with the TRD or the Pro. It's just a Toyota.
Right.
Just a Toyota tonneau cover.
That's the Toyota tonneau cover for any version of the.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean that's
correct.
so
it's
nice.
The same. It's the same one.
And then what about the electric? Is that just a few models? And
there's a few models. Yeah.
Others.
Yes. No. It just comes with. There's I think 3 models. The premium, not the premium. There's a limited, the Trail
Hunter, right,
yeah. And the TRD Pro, I believe,
right,
that come with the auto opener. This has a slow close. This has a close the back, and I have a trunk, so I use it like a normal car. So I get groceries. I put my groceries back there, and then I'll go flying everything to the front.
And there's a button for the tailgate on both sides. Right?
Both sides, and then the
oh, okay. So I just press that, and it closes on its own.
It will, yeah.
Awesome.
And then Oh, I don't know if you can see it under there. There's an LED light.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you've got like the Ford Mustang is famous for years and years, that option.
Oh, so it goes pop, 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 pop. The ARB bumper. So it's an all steel.
Nice.
It's an all steel bumper. Comes with
Yeah, the recovery points. These are ARB too, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you say we really get into it now? For those of you that are new to the channel, there's 3 videos of the modifications to my truck recorded at Beast Offroad when they did the work. Basically a full set of skid plates, suspension lift, and upper control arms to accommodate the move from 31-inch stock tires to 33.1-inch Wild Peak AT4Ws. 1 inch of extra differential clearance. Let's see if these mods stack up to the factory lifted.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got here. So differential with a lift is right on 10 inches. Okay, and inside on the axle, we're at about 13 and a half. I didn't want to cut these off because, like I say, I got another piece to add to the leaf spring, but that's at 11 and a half. And more importantly, the shock is at 10 and 3/4. Whoops. About 10 and a half. What did I say here? Oh, I got to go to the shortest one here. 11. 11. 10 and a half. This is our stock 2025 TRD Pro. So that differential,
Well, it has a differential plate.
with the differential skid plate on, it's 9 inches of clearance. And without it on, I think you'd get another 1/2 inch. But I wouldn't want to take that on. So that's interesting. And at the axle, which is interesting because you've got all this gear in here that I don't have. At the axle, probably the lowest point is 13. So that's nice. But we're only talking about a 6-inch slot of 13. You really, if you're out 4x4ing, you probably want to be thinking about arguably 10 inches there. And ooh, these are really close, eh?
Yeah. So when we were out, I could see on Colin's truck, the rear is much higher than mine. The leaf springs
Wow.
has a huge, I think, advantage
Right, for sure.
over the springs I have.
I mean, we're at 6 inches there.
I know.
So if you're going to come close, you don't want to come close to basically anything.
I'm either on a tire or not because
Right.
I can't. Yeah, hit the.
I mean, you can still, smart driving and careful, you've got this. But, got to be real careful, eh? That's interesting. See if I can get way in here. I'm going to have to fudge this one a bit because of the pavement. It dips down. I don't know if you can see it, but probably 11 inches is fair for the transfer case. And the control arms, which I probably lost some on because of they're arguably 9 and a half, 9 3/4. Interesting. Let's go have a look at the 2023. This is 11. And over here on our control arms, we're just slightly under 10, probably 9 3/4 would be more fair. And you just slide under the around here and get the transfer case. Yeah, this is important right here. I didn't pay the money or modify the exhaust like a lot of people do. I bought the lower casings set up. So, but still, I'm at 11 inches on the transfer case there, even though I haven't done the modification. If I had done the modification, the reroute of the exhaust, then I would have had I think 12 all the way back, or whatever this is. Yeah, almost a foot all the way back. So once again, that's great saying that you have a foot all the way back under the transfer case. But whatever goes under there has to go under the differential. So you're really worried about the differential at the back. It's interesting, eh?
Yeah. Well, it looks, yeah, it's definitely lower.
I'm surprised how much
They changed. I don't know. I think they changed it because of a better ride, but it's overall, the overall ground clearance seems to be much higher in many more places than this. So which really led me to believe, well, why would they change it? Why change something that's not broken? But it must have a much better ride, but I haven't noticed a difference or off-road.
One thing I have noticed on a lot of the forums, and I was talking to a gentleman back at a meeting from Toyota, and one of the benefits of the truck too that we shouldn't be short-sighted on is the fact that you can accommodate, I think you can get up to 35-inch tires on here without doing anything. They won't rub in the front because you already have the TRD upper control arm in. So if you put 35s on there, you gain an inch of clearance without doing anything.
I actually remember when you said that, I remember hearing something that somebody put 37s on these.
Oh, 37s without doing any modifications?
Which is.
So imagine if you put 37s, that's 4 inches, you only get half, right? So you get 2 inches more ground clearance by changing the tires, if that's true.
Yes.
So that puts them in the same league. And sometime, if you want to do a little bit more aggressive stuff like 3 and 4 and up type trails, you're going to get into some deep mud, and those just aren't going to cut it in deep mud and snow.
It's over 100,000 out the door.
Wow. And then you did a bunch of things to it, which were really smart to get done right away.
Yeah, so I got 3M protective coating across the front end. The whole front end. So I've got a 3M, this isn't from the dealer, but I got it put on after.
Okay.
That's a 3M coating. So the whole, instead of getting just the hood and the bumper, I basically got the whole front end. So
really? So that'll save it from some of those stripings in the wood.
A little bit. So I can see there's no striping on it now, but after our first run out, I don't know if you can see from this angle, but there's some little bit of striping on the black part there. So I couldn't really see any when my first wash.
No real bad damage first time out.
First time after. So there's some scrapes, but that's on the 3M. It didn't damage it. So the whole front end, the hood, the bumper, the lights, the shiny parts, basically the mirrors. And they did the A-pillar for me as well.
Now, if you don't mind me asking, just generally, was that a couple of $1,000?
That was about about $2,000.
About yeah.
I got ceramic coating on the paint.
Coating, okay. On the balance. So you put that on before you put the vinyl over top of it?
They said they put it on the ceramic coating on the 3M.
Oh, interesting.
On top of it.
Okay. So that's included in the $2,000, or is that?
No, that's
so what's that?
Another $700.
$700. Okay.
Yeah. So I would have thought it would have gone underneath as well, but.
Yeah, I don't know these things. They would know better. Ceramic coat your.
Nice. I've had a bunch of white vehicles in the past, and white vehicles are susceptible to rail dust, so you get little flecks of rust across the paint.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't want that to happen, and I didn't want to get another white vehicle. So I looked at the other colors, black. I didn't want to get black. And there was a gray, and the gray came with a really nice interior, with red interior,
red leather.
And I really, really liked it. And then I saw the gray at another dealership, and I didn't like it as much as the white. The white looks stunning, I think.
And you can see that in our videos. Like I was telling Richard, when I was driving behind him, I was going, yeah, super nice truck. But when I was looking in the rear view mirror, it has that prowess that you're looking for when you lift the truck and stuff already, right?
Yeah, it's got a wide stance to it.
It's got a wide stance, and they've done a lot better with the approach angle. Sorry, that's what I'm trying to talk about. Things you compromised on a bit by going hybrid. The seats don't fold down quite as much, and
The seats don't fold down. Less storage inside.
yeah.
It supposedly has an increase in fuel economy. I came from a Civic, so that's the hardest thing I'm having an issue with is my fuel economy. So on the straight highway, I mean it's fairly new, so it will hopefully come down a little bit. Overall on the highway, it's around 12, and I was getting about 5 in my Civic.
Oh, okay.
On the highway, so
I'm really lucky with this. Like it's a little off because the tires are bigger. Therefore, when I'm driving 100, I'm actually doing 103. But I get 10 liters with that air not calculated in. I get 10 liters per 100 kilometers on it. It's doing really, really
nice.
well.
So I can get that. I have it, but not consistently. If I go off road, if I go like a little bit in the city, or if it's hilly, the hybrid really kicks in and really helps out.
But when you're coming from 5 liters per 100 kilometers and you're going at 12, you're kind of going to the gas station, the attendant, like on a first name.
But it is what it is. It's but I love the truck.
The hybrid, though, on that side is very interesting. Two things. When we started aligning the trucks here, it's only it's a quasi hybrid, right? You can't drive it in electric mode at all. Only when the vehicle decides it's going to do that. So when you were parking, it was totally electrical.
Yeah. So it kicks in if it's a normal hybrid has 3 different motors. This only has 1. So it goes engine, hybrid motor, and then drivetrain. So it's in between. So, and it also has no starter. So that uses the hybrid system to start the engine. So it doesn't, like I said, there's no starter. It just starts the engine and goes, and then it turns off. So it boosts the torque by quite a bit.
Massive. It's 465 foot-pounds. I think this is 278 horsepower, and I think it's 265 pounds.
So it's a lot. So it does really, really help the hybrid system. And then say if you're off-road, or not off-road, but if you're going slowly in the city, it only kicks in once in a while. But if I'm just coasting ahead, like in traffic, it doesn't turn on. But if I hit the gas, or if I start off, it starts off in hybrid, and then it kicks in the motor and turns on.
Which brings up a good question. What does it do when you put it in 4-wheel low? Is that right into engine all the time?
So that's the other thing I noticed when we went off-road. 4-wheel low, 0 hybrid system.
Okay, that makes sense too, right? Because when you're driving, total newbies here, but you want to use engine braking down hills, and you want it to slowly come over a big rock. You don't want anything kicking in, going from electric to gas or something. So
it makes sense. Yeah, I was surprised because I thought it would actually use the hybrid system because thought it had more torque. But it was all engine. The engine never shut off the entire time.
It might use the torque if you needed it to go up something.
I didn't. So yeah, there's a different mode. So I have 3 different screens on my screen that I can get into. So one's like a regular one, and then you can look at the hybrid system, and you look at the boost system.
Oh, okay.
And so I never turned that on. But I just assumed the way the engine was running, it never turned off. So I just assumed it didn't use the hybrid system at all. Speaking
of the hybrid, it brings up another super cool feature that I just became aware yesterday when we were talking about doing this video, is that it has a 2400 watt inverter in it. So you can plug anything in. You can plug into a household current and start it up. It'll start an air conditioner up, or anything you want. The truck will run in a 120 volts.
My goal was a coffee pot.
Yeah.
Or a coffee maker.
No problem. But the things, like you could run an induction cooker. Now, you got to keep in mind, you only have 1800 watts of power. So if you use something that uses that type of energy, I think it's after 7 minutes or less, it'll start the engine. And now it's really just a generator. The engine's a generator. The alternator's feeding it. But who's going to do that? If you have a fridge in there, a fridge is using, correct me if I'm wrong, but a fridge uses somewhere between 40 and 60 watts of power, but only half the time because it's on and off cycling when it reaches its temperatures. So it's really only using 20, 30 watts. So it'll certainly run a fridge overnight for you or for 2-3 days, right?
Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
Once I get some money to be able to buy the topper, which would seem like
We're going to see the icebreakers in Newfoundland for sure. I want to go to the Arctic. You want to move out to Vancouver Island. So lots of trips. What else we got here? We talked about the powertrain. It also comes with all the fog lights and rigid lights on the front.
yeah. So it's got rigid fog lights, and the TRD Pro has a center light bar.
Oh, then
integrated into the they call it a heritage grille, so it actually says Toyota on it. Where all the other Toyotas have the logo. So I really like that. And then inside is the same thing. It has it says Toyota inside rather than the logo on the passenger side. And it's just like yours. It's got 360 cameras, so it's got a camera in the front, on the mirrors, and on the rear.
And speaking of third-party stuff, it's got an ARB bumper on it.
So the rear, it's got a rear ARB, so steel bumper.
Full steel ARB bumper. It's got full steel ARB recovery points for them all the way around.
On the back. The fronts are Toyotas.
The fronts are Toyota.
But the rear is an ARB, yes.
Okay, and it's got skid plates on it.
It comes with a front skid plate.
Right.
And then I got a differential skid plate. That's the only ones that Toyota offers. They don't offer the catalytic, which that's one of the things I want to get.
Or the transfer case.
Transfer case. It's one of the things you have that I would like to look at in the future.
Well, that's interesting because this is an Offroad Premium, but it's a 2023 previous model. But I thought I'd skid plated it to death with a full outfitting from OK Expedition, and then no differential skid plates. However, I do have you could probably see them, the front control arm skid plates. So even optioning full aftermarket, I thought, I still don't have something that Toyota thought of putting on it. So interesting. Outside of that, though, the gas is still just a polymer, right? And there's just little bumpers right on the transfer case, small ones. There's nothing significant.
Yes. Well, actually, no, the transfer case has a metal.
Yeah, it's just
a piece of metal,
though, right?
It's small, yeah.
Small little metal guard on the transfer case. But then you can see the plastic or polymer on the gas tank.
And then the gas tank has a polymer cover. Really, it's not. I think it's more for brush and light scrapes, so it doesn't. If you go over a rock, it won't puncture the gas tank.
Yeah, but if you pounded down on one, it's going right through that polymer and everything.
Oh yeah,
nothing like what a steel or aluminum one.
No, not at all. Yeah.
Cool. Talked about the chairs. You got air ride seats in it too. That was a big option you put in it, right?
It came to the TRD Pro.
That is a TRD Pro standard feature.
Yes.
I'd see.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's really, really nice. Well, that pretty much covers what I wanted to talk about. What other options did you buy?
The bed extender, which I like it because I get the use of it. Makes it almost like a trunk. So when it's in, I can open the back, put stuff in, and it won't all fly to the front.
It's a nice feature until you get like a topper on it or something.
Yeah,
like
then I'll have to sell that.
Well, actually, depending on what kind of topper, you could actually leave that in. Or
possibly.
Because a lot of the toppers don't do anything inside unless you build something inside. They're the bed and the topper, and the rest is all left up to you to build whatever way you want. So, during the winter, you could put that back in if we're not going anywhere and pull stuff out. And
that's true.
It's not like it's wasted or anything.
That's true. And in the back again, I got the bed mat. So it's like a rubber bed mat, whereas you got your fancy custom made baseboard holder for everything. So nothing moves around.
It's an awesome video. You should watch it. It's got like a whole 89 views, I think, right now. I'll put a picture right here.
What else? The spare tire. So the spare tire, you can get a lock. So normally any spare tire, you can just put any sort of U-shaped unit on there and roll it down. You can take it off. So it's got a full size spare tire.
Right.
So I took it off the other day. I was hoping it was a TRD Pro tire. So it's not. So it is an aluminum.
Oh, so it's an alloy tire.
It's an alloy tire of maybe an older model.
Oh, okay.
But it has the exact same tires on there. So it's a tire on there. So it's weird because it says for, it's a spare tire for, not for normal use.
Yeah.
Because so there's no weights on it. It's a tire,
it's
a rim
not
and a tire, not balanced. It's for, short-term use only. So, but anyway, either way, I got a because I thought it was a real TRD rim, so I got a spare tire lock. So it's like a key. It's like a same kind of lock that's on your tires. It's got a key, and that key fits in, and it goes on the end of that same unit to be able to get it up and down.
Well, that brings up a good point because I don't have that. I still have the old tire on there. A budgeted thing like everything. I mean, at $400 a shot, it's expensive to put a $400 off-road tire back there. One day I'll do it. I'll put a new one on there, but I just have the old Wrangler stock tire back there I would imagine it's on a steel rim. So
possibly. Well, you've got a premium model, so the premium model comes with the full-size spare, I believe.
Oh yeah, it's full size and it's the same tire, but it's just a steel rim, I think, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Console vault. So inside the center console, I got a console vault. So it's like it's the same kind of lock. Like if you go to a hotel inside in the closet, it's got one of those little vaults.
Lock box.
It's like a lock box in there.
And it's bolted to the frame, right? So it's a significant bitch to try and get that thing out of there. Really smart thing, eh? They didn't make it, I don't know what it's called, IF or IFF or something like that, so that someone can't get your credit card information. So you can put an air tag in there and it actually works.
Yes. So I'm not sure how, but there's a signal gets through. A signal gets out of it.
Signal gets out of it.
Yeah.
So you have an air tag.
So I got another air tag.
Plus you got the tag security system.
Got the tag security
and then
system.
you also have a security switch.
Oh,
ignition.
Yeah, ignition relay or relay lock off.
Yeah. So it's got a relay lock off.
It's got it's a starting relay. So it's for the push button starts. So even if you have the key with my the relay turned off, it won't start.
Ah, okay.
So it's really happy I got that. It's not on the top 10 stolen list, but it's in the top 20. And it's one of the things that my insurance company required. They didn't require it. They said, this truck's on that list. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what they did. And so they went, but if you get one of these 4 things, and they subsidized the purchase of it.
Oh, okay.
Which was nice. So it's, I think it was $400 and they gave me 125 off. So it was about $300 with tax.
Very good.
So that allows them to locate the vehicle if it's been taken.
Richard, thank you so much, buddy.
No problem.
You know, I'm so glad that you bought the truck. We're going to have some great adventures. And in the next couple of weeks, we're going to get out again. We're going to try and find some destinations to go to and do some more of the Ontario Federation of Four-Wheel Drive and do some more videos like that for everybody. And thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. What's your handle on Instagram?
Oh, Roz Photography.
Roz Photography. We're going to find some places. Richard's been a photographer his whole life and teaches forensic photography at Humber College.
I do.
Thanks again, buddy.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.